Hello Transformers fans, it's Speedball Harlow, and today for you guys I have for you the leader of the Decepticons, the Master of Destruction himself, Megatron, or as it's mentioned by this version specifically, Walthertron. And yes, this is a third-party variation of Megatron, but in this case it's actually a third party because originally this was a model released by Generations Toys under the name Tyrant and Mega Sorry. So yeah, this was a reproduction of that version. And yes, as I just mentioned, this is a model kit, not a figure. You do have to put it together. Oh, the only difference in this kit's case is that you do actually use screws instead of pegs and such mostly. So yeah. Though of course the reason why you use more screws on this kit and such is because he actually can transform. Yeah, this model can fully transform into into a variation of his G1 alt mode. So yeah, it's definitely a pretty cool thing. And the cool part about this kit is, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. No stickers. Yeah, nothing. Though unfortunately, as you can say, no logo sticker either. Sorry guys. Bummer. Though if you did want to really make him look good, you will need to detail him with a little paint work, as you can see. Like his chest right here, all these here you do need to color, you have to paint yourself. And I did is I painted the face a bit because his original color would have been that of his the armor here, so it would match too well and he wouldn't look as G1 accurate as he does now. So yeah. And as you can already see, I have him set up with his #1 trader Starscream, specifically the Flame Toys for I model Starscream. So yeah, he's definitely got some height difference. But to show you real quick, let me show you with a Kabaya Overlord. The Gunpla RX-78. The Transformers Kingdom Beast Wars Megatron, as you can see, as long as I can stand. And lastly, and of course, what G1 Meg wouldn't be without G1 style Optimus. So yeah. And if you are wondering, leftover wise, nothing part wise, luckily, though you will be having leftover the screwdriver that comes with this kit. Yeah. And yes, you will of course have leftover screws. Not too many, just a couple. So yeah. So you do get everything in the box to build them, so you don't have to worry about that. So now let's take a look at his articulation. Unfortunately, due to his transformation capabilities, he does have some limits. For example, his left arm right here, it does have an elbow bend right about there. They both have the same amount of bend pretty much. He does have some hand articulation if you count the transformation setup point. He can move his elbow, his shoulder up to here. Though, unfortunately, because of how the joint is set up here, his left arm can't really move, unfortunately. Yeah, but his legs are fully free, so you can do a full setup there, full knee bend up to there, and his feet does have articulation as well, so that's good. And yes, a full 360 twist on the leg. Now the right arm is different because unlike the left arm, it doesn't have that same joint, so you do have articulation. So now you can, of course, scream at your Decepticon soldiers with him. See? And it's a full 360. Actually, it's like a little more than 360 because of the shoulder gimmick here that allows you to bend it even further down and such. So there's that. And yes, the elbows have full 360. And yes, if you can take off the Canon, of course. Then that way, it's easier to do this. And as for the Canon, as you can see, G1 definitely, you can attach it, of course, to here, the standard, or you could actually attach it up here, just because. Other than that, oh, and he does have head articulation, normal 360, so no problems there. And other than that on him, you have the back part here that attaches for the, well, this would be the main part for the gun. That's the scope, so yeah. Though, word of advice though, I have heard on this specific model right here, this joint right here up to the connection point here, you do need to be careful when attaching it. I have heard that it can snap. Mine didn't though, because I was careful with mine, but I'm letting you guys know now, so you know ahead of time. And I've noticed with mine, though it seems to be actually doing okay right now, this part here tends to pop off, just when I'm adjusting it. But so far, as you can see, it hasn't. But I figured to let you guys know that ahead of time. So yeah, you can see. That's it pretty much for him. And I'll show you real quickly his transformation, and yeah, that's about it for his bot mode, at least. Though of course, I do intend to get a Decepticon insignia to place on here, so you guys can look forward to that. Or if you do get this kit, because this brand, Cole, and I know I'm gonna mispronounce this, forgive me guys, Kubianbao has actually done 3 models for Transformers. This one, a Shockwave, and a Grimlock. Unfortunately, they never did an Optimus or a Bumblebee, which is a bummer because they did have molds they could have done, but they did those as figures if I recall. So yeah. So you guys give me 1 second and you can see his transformation. And there you have it, guys. This is the complete gun alt mode of the G1 Megatron, or Walthertron, and his G1 style gun mode, which is pretty cool. I definitely have to say it's a nice reminiscence of G1 Meg's version. I do like it. Though, of course, it's a little bummer that you have all the screw holes on this side, but, it's over. You can overlook it easily or patch it up. But it's nice. I do like it. Of course, if you were wondering, no, you can't see through the scope, unfortunately. But, the gems do look nice in there to make it look as closely accurate as possible. And such like that. And, of course, if you were curious, unfortunately, you can't fit your finger through the trigger. Sorry, guys. I mean, if you modified this section here to, so you could put your finger, then you could, but I probably wouldn't advise that because that could damage it or make it unstable. So I wouldn't. So yeah, that's it, guys. Lastly, would I recommend this to you guys? I'd say sure, because it is G1 Megs. It is a really cool model, and the fact that he can transform completely is pretty awesome for a model kit to have. That part I like about it. So yeah, though minus certain decals. But yeah, it's definitely a fun kit, not expensive at all, and easy to build. And though may need some screw requirements, but yeah, it does look nice in the end. It's not falling apart either, see? So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I thank you all for coming, enjoying your hobbies, and well, since we're talking about Decepticons here, let's transform and rise up.